Last year we threw the ball deep twice.
If we do that, yeah, we won't win.
That's what we did last year. Then it's finally when Doug does screw up.
All right, this is a test here to make sure the volume is okay. You can now go to Facebook and start sharing this video feed once we get started on the radio show. This is a test, and that we are live and we are testing.
Was it good?
Did you watch it, Chris?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched
It was by far the best one of the year.
All right, this is a test, and I'm going to hit share now public. And I think that went to my personal page, I hope. So we will see. This is the show once we get started. All right, this is a test, and I'm going to hit share now public. And I think that went to my personal page.
Phil, did you take roaches as a Zima wine cooler type guy?
All right, and I'm sure you already shared yours, right? I'm sure you did.
Sarcasm.
Oh my gosh, I can't open it.
Down to 4 teams.
Here's Jordan. Hello. Sounds like you made it.
I'll give you your minute in 30 seconds.
Okay, that'll work. Catch your breath.
So we have a minute 30 seconds, is that what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah.
Oklahoma, huddle up. It's time to go inside the high school huddle on Hot 93.7 FM and streaming worldwide on GuthrieSportsPage.com. The high school huddle will take you where you want to go with coaches, players, your phone calls, texts, and tweets. Join the huddle and let's talk high school sports with your hosts, Chris Evans, Casey Porter, and Phil Nichols.
Good evening and welcome to the High School Huddle here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. As you heard alongside Casey Porter, Phil Nichols, I am Chris Evans, and I hope we're going through. The mixer froze up on me and it's synchronizing. Did it go through? It did go through. Okay, good deal. Along with Jordan back in our Stillwater studio, we appreciate her. Got in there just in time. Stillwater traffic, a little bit of a issue tonight. But we appreciate you here. We got a lot to talk about, guys. This is week 10 of the high school football season. There are some big games. There are some must-wins. There's tons of scenarios for all the classes. We're going to go through most of those here tonight. It should be a fun 60-minute show. But before we get started, congratulations to all the cross-country state champion runners and teams and all that good stuff. And the 6A boys winner ran the 3.1-mile race in 15 minutes and 47 seconds.
It's kind of slow. I mean, was he carrying a backpack or something?
No,
that's incredible, actually.
That is incredible.
Yeah,
15 minutes
unreal.
and 47 seconds. So, also big.
I couldn't run 15 straight minutes. at any distance.
No, it's 10 minutes is hard to run nonstop.
Pretty darn good.
Also a big weekend for college football. It is Bedlam a little bit earlier than normal. In the month of November, usually the 1st of December, but now it's the 1st of November.
Did you hear him?
Oh yeah, Casey's. Well, that means
lifelong cowboy over here.
that means he's nervous, but that's a good sign.
No, not
there's
nervous.
Not nervous? No.
Disgusted? I mean, what's
No,
wrong?
I think you're nervous.
Huh?
I think you're nervous.
No, not
Because it's a game that OSU can win
No.
and should win, but will they win?
Not
The
a
Cowboys
game.
are going to hang a half 100 on them. Now, the Sooners might score 52, but
Definitely
I mean,
not a game they should win. OU's got.
They're a favorite at home.
Well, they're favored by about a field goal, which means that Vegas probably thinks OU's going to win the game. But
he's such an Aggie.
OU's going to end up Saturday with 2 Heisman candidates.
Oh, boy.
One on offense and one on defense.
One on offense, one on defense.
Yeah.
Well, I think just the opposite. As Chris had to listen to me over lunch today pontificate about this, I think the Cowboys are going to win.
I've heard that before.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I think they're going to win.
Baker Mayfield's never lost a true road game as a Sooner. So
Yeah.
What is a true road game? What does that mean?
I'll say this: they're going
at someone's campus,
they're going to have to approach
We
it.
lost a bowl game.
that's a neutral field.
Go ahead, Casey.
They're going to have to approach
Why
it.
you get mad at me? I'm just telling you what the stat is.
Chris, a little sensitive tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're going to have to approach it differently than they have in the last 108.
Yeah, I mean, if Coach
They're
Gundy,
not going to win 3-0.
if Coach Gundy goes all conservative on us and throws the ball vertically twice like he did last year, then there's a decreased chance we'll
You
win.
remember the 09 game when Zach Robinson was hurt and when OSU never met? OSU was like a 15-point favorite and never made it past midfield.
Yeah.
And then in 2013 when OU was not any good at all and they had the fake field goal and then the next year when Gilbert dropped the interception because OSU was playing about 14 yards off the receivers and led a third string.
That's you.
Who was the big quarterback for OU that led that last drive to beat OSU in Stillwater?
The Dozer?
The Bell Dozer.
Blake
yeah.
Bell.
But
Yeah, he went like
about
11
the year,
for 12 that day.
You're not talking about the year that Coach Stoops punted the ball twice and we won? You're just
Yeah.
going to talk about the bad years? Or
Well, 11%.
All right.
That's okay.
11%.
I get it.
We'll have all week talk Balaam. The topic before we get into the scores from last week, the games this week, and the playoff scenarios. The all-state teams are coming out for softball and volleyball, and
Doesn't
it
make-
leads me to the
make-
Oklahoma. What, Phil?
Did I make either team?
No, you didn't make it. No. The Oklahoma Coaches Association all-state teams. Should they rename, because the all-state game obviously played in July, should they rename that the Oklahoma Coaches Association all-senior team and give freshmen, sophomores, and juniors
separate
the chance to
Yes.
be an all-stater as the best? If you're the best freshman running back, should you be an all-stater your freshman year?
No doubt.
You know
and just,
my opinion
and just
on this.
rename the all-state
Yep.
games the all-senior games, which
Yep.
is fine. You still have your game. You
They
still
have it in college. It's called a Senior Bowl.
Yes.
Exactly.
I mean,
'Cause
yeah,
right
that's
now
fine.
it's a joke.
So
I
if
mean-
you're a junior in high school, then you blow your knee out as a
Right.
senior, you have never even have a chance.
Correct.
I mean,
That's
it's just-
not good.
I mean, you're going to tell me. I mean, we can talk about years where there's been underclassmen here that were better than the kids that were named to the All-State team.
Yeah, I mean,
here in Guthrie, we could name kids.
you look at the Walker Quantrell at Stillwater.
yeah,
He's
Gunnar Gundy.
top 2 or 3 running backs in the
in
state.
the state.
And so,
So he's got to wait till he's a senior before he can be recognized as an All-State.
what happens if there's a
joke.
maybe not his best year comes his senior year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What
Yeah.
if he gets hurt? I mean,
You should reward him for
Absolutely.
having the season that
No
they
doubt.
have.
Don't you think it cheapens the whole thing?
no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
No
just who's in charge of that?
Coaches.
That shocks me that coaches would want something like that.
That's why I always argued, and Chris will tell you this, back when the polls determined,
Yes.
I believe they determined the
Take the
district.
bias
yeah.
out of it.
The coaches' polls were the worst ones to go by
Yeah.
because there were so many politics in it, and so didn't like, or they got mad because, and then they would vote, and then some of them wouldn't even vote. So if you were going to do a poll that made anything difference, it had to be the media and then most coaches didn't even see the teams they were voting on.
Right.
So when you say that, the coach's decision on something like that, it doesn't surprise me at all. That's typically how that fraternity works.
Yeah, I just saw the list, and of course they're all seniors on the Oklahoma Coaches Association, and it goes back to the Heisman deal too, that a freshman can't win it. And I think that's kind of gone by a little bit. Now it's the quarterback or wide receiver award.
Yeah,
or
it's
running back
the best
award.
quarterback or wide receiver on the best team.
Yeah.
That's typically what it is.
It's just nuts is what it is.
Anyway, that's
running back can win.
Yeah, our little beef there on the all-state games. Hey,
bad mood,
Stillwater, big win.
Yes.
Friday night. Now they're in.
Who picked
Putnam
them to
City.
Didn't we all?
All picked them to beat Putnam City.
I thought Casey said they're going to lose 2 of their.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to have to check the game notes on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But Putnam City finishes 4th. Now you look at Stillwater; they can finish anywhere between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in the district. Well, I don't think they'll win.
They're going to
first.
lose this week, Phil. That's what I said.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Stillwater's at Midwest City.
Got anything to say about that? Anything to counter off of that?
What's that?
Stillwater's going to lose this week.
Who they play?
Midwest City.
I know. Got it. Got nothing.
You got nothing to offer.
But Stillwater took down Putnam City 39-32. And so what that does, that basically keeps you away from Booker T. Washington
Yeah.
the first round. So that
Push
was
you with
good.
somebody like Muskogee,
yeah.
which Muskogee's always that team that you don't want to play. Obviously, great coaching with Rafe Watkins and some of the Guthrie boys over there, and
They always seem to have athletes.
excellent athletes. And you know, you have coaches that are used to winning. They know how to win. When
Expect
it
to
comes
win.
time to win, expect
Yeah.
to win. So that will not be an easy out.
No doubt. Midwest City took down Enid 46-25, 3-touchdown victory there. And then Tulsa, Washington in the district title game shut out Bixby. Final score there was 21-0. So,
Booker T.
again, it's
So keeps rolling
So fast
on.
forward to week 10. Week 13 would be the state championship game.
yeah, I think don't they have a bye week before their state championship title games?
Do they?
I think they
I
do.
thought that was 6A1 did. I didn't think 6A2 did,
I don't
though.
think they do. I think they just.
I think
Keep
6A1
playing?
does,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know
I think they
we never
separate
have
the
in
weekends
5A.
they play. But they only have 3 games.
Yeah.
Because of the
Playoffs.
I see
16
what you're
teams.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 8 teams, I guess.
Taking a look at 6A Division I scores there. Again, the East Side dominates another West Side school, Broken Arrow over Edmond Memorial 49-7. Mustang keeps Southmore without a win this year so far. And Southmore, I think they're going to they got somebody. They're not going to win. So Southmore is about to go 0-10. They were the powerhouse in Moore, one of the bigger schools in 6A. It just shows you with all the transfers, all the coaches leaving, how big of a punch that was.
Specifically, wasn't that Charles Thompson's boy that was at Sophomore?
2 boys.
2 boys, yeah.
And then they followed the offensive coordinator to Newcastle. Who's going to win 2 or maybe 3 games
Isn't
this
that
year.
amazing? I thought Newcastle would rock and roll with the Thompson boys
Newcastle
there.
was 1-9, both in the last 2 years combined, or
But
2-18.
figure, that's one of those deals where you hear that, hey, so-and-so's going to Newcastle, then all of a sudden about 11 other guys show up too, you know.
Right.
Southmore, they are the Sabercats, is that right? Yeah,
Yep.
That's right, isn't it?
Sabercats. So, Jinx and another East-West showdown between Jinx and Westmore. That game was actually at Westmore. Jinx wins that one by 17 points.
Jinx has got it together. That's no surprise, but
Yep.
they were not playing well the first month of the season, obviously, and their last 2 months, their last month they have.
So Jinx wins the district title. 6A1 Broken Arrows, the number 2 team. Now Westmore, Edmond, Santa Fe, and Yukon will fight for the 3-4 spot. One of those teams is out, and it's Westmore at Yukon, Jinx at Edmond, Santa Fe. I think, just looking at it,
Santa
I said
Fe's going to lose.
yes, and I think
Yukon's going to win.
I'm going West. It's Westmore at Yukon. I think Westmore is a better team there.
I don't disagree. I think from an X&O perspective at this time of the year when you're beat up and you played 9 weeks in a row and you don't have total health, I think that flex bone that Yukon runs is not the offense you want to see in Week 10.
Right.
You want to see that when you're healthy. We saw that at Eltis. Stopping it in Week 4 or 5 when you're fresh and you have all your players and you're not nicked up is one thing, but trying to do it in Week 11 is a whole different deal. This case, Week 10.
I forgot to mention Yukon starting quarterback was the backup quarterback to Thompson at Southmore last year. So they got 2 quarterbacks that went on to play.
Wait a minute.
Start
We're
other
going
schools.
to be terrible.
Yes.
Hasta la vista, baby.
0-10. So one team won't make it, Westmore, Santa Fe, or UConn. I think Westmore finishes third and goes to Owasso for a first-round matchup. That will be a tremendous first-round game. And then
It will?
I think so.
It will.
I mean, well, on
Phil?
paper it would be.
Phil?
No.
Owasso and Westmore, that'll be a tremendous game.
Well, Westmore is probably the best team on this side. Maybe
Okay.
Norman North, maybe.
like what kind of score would you predict for that?
How bad?
38-21.
Oh, really?
Like that, yeah.
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 I'll live with that.
Pretty close to your Bedlam prediction.
Oh, I haven't even thought about a score. I try to stay away from the social media Bedlam fans. They're the worst. But then you look
I've
at.
got one thought per day on that. Today I had 2 thoughts on it.
You haven't got the special teams yet, have you?
Oh boy.
6A Division II, real quick. Tulsa Union is your district champion, my Redskins. Owasso Rams, my other team.
My team
Oh, that's your team?
from out the gate. They're going to win the state title. Go ahead.
Out the gate.
I was on their side before week 1.
I picked Bartlesville to win the 6A state title.
What? Who said that?
Thought you did.
You did.
I did not say Bartle. Stop.
Oh, you didn't?
Casey Porter, go back there and start worrying some more about the OSU game.
Not worried.
Union 1, Owasso, nervous. Union 1, Owasso 2. And then it's between Norman North, Mustang, and Moore for the 3rd and 4th spot. Yes, the Moore Lions, who have been pretty bad over the years, but continue to build. And they are looking to make the playoffs, and I think they will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the Mustang's the team out.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, they didn't play well early. That's going to hurt them.
Yeah, Mustang's at Union. Edmond North's at Owasso. Norman North is at Moore.
By the way, that shortstop from Westmore for OU, that dude's good, isn't he?
He is good.
What's his name?
Defensively, really good.
He goes in the hole to his right, just makes it look effortless.
Throws it.
Can't remember
Yeah, I forget his name.
Yeah, it'll come to me in a minute.
Yeah, pretty good player there. So those are your 6A1 scenarios. So I think Norman North finishes 3rd. I think Moore finishes 4th. So you could be looking at Norman North going to Broken Arrow, another. So you have perhaps the 2 best teams on the west side of the state, first-round matchups against Broken Arrow and
Now
Owasso.
that'll be a good game. Norman North, Broken Arrow. I think that's an evenly matched game.
That would be fun to watch.
Broken Arrow's been Jekyll and Hyde. Not Broken Arrow, but Norman North has been Jekyll and Hyde this year.
Yeah,
Though.
they
They had
have.
the hiccup with UConn.
Yeah.
And then they can't compete with the east side. No
Yeah.
west side school can compete with
They
the east
could
side.
last year, but they haven't
Yeah.
shown the ability to do it this year as much.
So those are the 6A games, and then the 5A games. They're pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Carl Albers.
I mean,
Guthrie at Guyman.
Oh.
I mean, you can already predict the first round games.
Yes.
So we got
Here on this. Oh, what you didn't do your homework, Phil?
Guthrie's
You
going
looking
to
at my
Ardmore.
notes?
dog ate him.
I guess we'll just go off of what I said.
Dog ate my homework.
Dog ate your homework. 5A football, of course, the Blue Jays, Guthrie High School, won the game in Woodward, and so all they got to do is go on the road in Guyman and arrive safely, get 22 players on the field, and they'll be okay. But looks like Guthrie.
Did you get my picture today
I did get
of
the
Guyman?
Yeah.
I hear the weather's beautiful.
I don't believe that's a picture from Guyman. There was more than 12 people in the stands.
I've never seen more than 12 people in the stands at Guyman. Hey,
I Googled it, and that's what came up.
Photoshop
so.
that a little bit.
hey, Guyman's.
No, I didn't Photoshop Guyman. I don't have anything to Photoshop from, unless it's from the baseball dugout.
That's true.
Hey, Guyman's going to come into the game with some confidence. They beat Northwest Classen 9-6, and that was a road game.
Are you trying to make people turn the radio off?
That was a road game too. So
If somebody was trying to listen to our show, you trying to build Guyman up just ended all that.
See y'all later.
home field advantage. The lights aren't very bright there. I mean,
I'm always worried about getting out of there safely, especially after a few years ago.
Their field is phenomenally crappy.
Yeah, it is. It's
I mean,
terrible.
like there's holes in it
Terrible.
and stuff. I mean,
It's
it's like
terrible.
you have to be careful not to tear an ACL.
Which Woodward's field was in really good shape for
Yeah.
this time of year. I mean, it was
It's tight. It's
yeah,
pretty
real
tight. Yeah.
Crown on that sucker's like,
Yeah, 80s.
whew, yeah, it's like the 80s
Yeah.
playing ball again.
are there any 6A fields that are grass?
No, because they do all the soccer and all that kind of stuff on them too.
Yeah.
So they're multi-facility.
Well, you'd love if they'd put turf down in Chelsea, wouldn't you?
He doesn't have to worry about that, but
Never going to happen.
no.
It'd have to be tagged to something else big.
Yeah. The practice field would happen way
The
before.
practice field makes sense.
Yeah, it makes 100%.
You want your outfield with lines in it? And
Guthrie backwards or Blue Jays backwards? That'd be cool.
that'd be
from
awesome.
batter's box.
Baseball.
But Ardmore, Altus, they
What
are
are you doing,
They
Phil?
are securely set.
What?
They
Okay.
are, yeah.
Oh, we got a radio show. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Phil's Facebooking. He's not even concentrating.
So they're throwing bait.
Ardmore district champions. Altus is going to finish second.
Yeah.
Dale City, all they got to do is beat Southeast, and they finish third.
they're
That leaves
gonna be third.
That leaves Lot Mac at fourth.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, by the way, RJ, I know you're talking about the other district,
We're
but
getting
RJ,
ready to get there.
the reason why that game went so sideways, RJ hadn't practiced in 2 weeks, and he really wasn't healthy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he wanted to play
The Lot
against
Knight
McGinnis.
quarterback.
He heard
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, and he wanted to play against McGinnis and
Yeah.
just couldn't.
Yeah.
And then I think
We were all shocked by that because we thought there'd be a lot more.
well,
ball
and
game.
I think if RJ had been healthy,
Been a different game.
it would have. Well, that just goes to show you what he means to that team.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean,
Yeah,
he's still the best player I've seen
yes.
in 5A this
yeah,
year.
for me too. All-around player. I agree with that.
McGinnis put 70 points
Yeah.
on Lot Nike. And
Lot Knight still kept trying to score, like in the third quarter, and I think that frustrated Coach Jones at McGinnis, who is a total class act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he said, you know what, guys, if you're going to keep doing this with the athletes you got on the field, guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep scoring too.
Mm-hmm.
And they did, so that's how it got sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dell City is going to finish third with the win over at Southeast, and that leaves the Ardmore Lot Mac game, which you before the season started, you build that game
Yeah.
up, build that
Yeah.
up, and now it kind of really doesn't
Yeah.
mean a whole lot because Ardmore's already clinched, and Lot Mac
Yeah.
desperately needs a humongous upset of Southeast.
You
and
know
then-
who-
So
You know who right now is thinking, gosh, we finished first in our district, and we get this team to play first round is Ardmore.
Yeah.
They're thinking,
Guthrie,
holy
yeah.
smokes. You know, you look on film and you see the Kelly BB defense, and you see Jackson Waddell who can spin it, and he can, put more of the run element into it a week ago, and then you see a big defensive line, a pretty good sized offensive line. So you got to think Ardmore's thinking, man, what did we do to draw Guthrie first round, finishing first?
yeah, Ardmore because Kelly Beebe's defenses are really good, whether the Guthrie offense can keep up or not. But the Guthrie defense will give Ardmore, as far as scheme wise, a fit. So we'll see how that comes down. But
I got to say this. This is not a typical Guthrie team.
oh no.
So I mean, I hear what Casey's saying, but this.
If you're Ardmore, you're not thinking that. I'll promise you that.
Well,
How about this?
Guthrie scares the dickens out of you. I don't care who you are across the Class 5A.
Yeah.
Just that.
tradition.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think this will be for the third year in a row that Dell City and McGinnis will play in the first round.
Oof, that'll be a good ball game. What
Del-
was this? What,
it's
when they
always a
played
good
earlier,
game
what was-
early in the year. Then McGinnis usually puts it on pretty good in the playoffs.
Dell City beat El Reno 34-20.
Of course,
so.
Dell City's been hurt the last 2 years they went into it. Their quarterback, the one that went to Oregon State, and then
Yeah.
last year Tony
Well, he ended up going to
Watson,
Oregon
I think
State,
was his
didn't
name.
he? Did he end up going to Oregon State? I thought he didn't.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's where he committed to at one point, right?
But then they had another one that was I mean almost as equally as athletic, and he
Right.
was hurt too last year. So
right.
And then how about this one? How about Lot Matt going to Carl Albert?
Lot macro.
I mean, on paper that's good, but
That is good.
that's good. But
But coming,
they
we
better
all-
bring a running clock with them.
Every one of us know that Carl Albert is hands down the classified.
They're going to name their score on whoever they want to name their score.
That's what
if
I
they
think.
play well.
Yeah,
if they play well,
like they're
It would
capable.
take 3 or 4 turnovers, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
real quickly on the east side of 5A football, we won't go too far into it. Coweta's won the district championship. Skytook has won their district title over there. Bishop Kelly looks like they will finish second. They got to beat Tahlequah, and they would finish second there. Then there's a
Bishop Kelly.
But the intriguing game on the east side, and
Collinsville?
their west side schools, but playing on the east side is Noble at Shawnee.
Yeah.
That will be fun to watch to see how that one comes out.
I
Shawnee
actually-
is second with the win. Noble is second with the win.
I actually picked Noble in this game, and
Noble will never stop them.
I got to tell you, I like Shawnee's. I mean, Billy's a friend. I like him a lot, and but I don't know.
Noble will not be able to keep up foot speed
So
wise.
you think Shawnee
Yeah.
will win that game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a recipe for Noble to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whether or
it's
not
like
they execute
it's
it,
like
yeah.
it's like the old Nebraska teams playing the Miami teams
Right.
in the '80s. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a recipe for Nebraska to win those games. you know, and they did some. I'm obviously Noble's not anywhere close, but I mean, when you talk about styles,
right?
You know, Noble's going to want to line up in 30 personnel, 21 personnel, and run some misdirection and waggle and play action and that kind of deal. And you're talking about a wholly different animal with Shawnee. So, Coach Bennett.
Coach Bennett. And Glenpool, welcome to 5A. They're going to finish third or fourth in 5A3.
Pretty good deal.
That will be.
Can you name me Glenpool's best football player in the last 25 years?
Ryan Jones.
I'm going to go Courtney Tennille. Oh, lucky guess.
Better than Ryan Jones.
Committed to OU and then went to Tulsa.
Yeah. Better than Ryan Jones. You really believe that?
Apparently, because
I don't know who the hell Ryan Jones is, but I mean, I'm just trying to sell it, you know.
We got to take a break. What's the Bedlam score, Phil?
This year?
Yeah, this year.
OSU 52, OU 49.
All right, we got to take our opening timeout here. We're going to come back with our second segment. And there was one school that put over 100 points on the football gridiron.
Really?
In victory, yes. 124, I think it was.
Congratulations to you guys.
Coach should be fired.
All right. It'll be a little bit of a twist of how
there's a twist?
There's a little bit of a twist.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Can't wait for the twist.
Take a time out. This is the High School Huddle presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Chick's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0000. 0026.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Along with Mustang Bronco Jordan in our Stillwater studio, Phil Nichols, Casey Porter, Chris Evans with you. This is the High School Huddle here on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI. Also streaming this worldwide on Guthrie News Page Facebook. Check us out. I got the highlighter shirt on today, the human highlighter.
Human highlight zone.
It's looks exactly like a highlighter, but
look like you play for Baylor.
Guthrie News Page Facebook is where we're at. If you want to see
the offers.
Watch this on the Facebook Live. Of course, it's always archived as well. And Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, so will be brought to you by. And Phil wore a suit today, so it's obviously something important came down today. So,
Brandon Zaragoza.
Yes.
The shortstop for OU.
And Joel Williams, watching us on Facebook, had that pegged exactly right.
Yes,
so appreciate you getting that answered for us. And teased it a little bit. The Oklahoma School of the Deaf took down. I don't know if they're looking for a new head coach.
It's
but
okay, Phil. It's okay, Phil.
I don't know if we need to find a new coach for him because Phil fired him before the commercial break.
I can make this a whole lot worse right now, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to sit here and say nothing.
I think maybe his defense coordinator needs to get fired. He gave up 102.
I thought they ran the score up on somebody.
No, they gave up 102 points.
Oh, well, the coach that ran the score up should be fired is what I was saying.
The Oklahoma School of the Deaf beat Missouri School for the Deaf 124 to 1.
Just keeps getting worse. Just can't help myself.
124 to 102. Oklahoma School of the Deaf junior Dylan Evans scored 17 times, 15 on the ground as he amassed 476 rushing yards. He also had a kick return and a touchdown of a pick six.
And nobody will ever believe him. I scored 17 touchdowns. Shut up. You did
was
not
I
score
refereeing
17.
with you that night?
That's six-man football, by the way.
That when I called the foul on the half-court shot.
You did what?
With no time on the clock.
No, you didn't.
What now?
Was that with you? Was I refereeing with you?
I wasn't paying. I was watching. What?
When I called the foul on the half-court shot with no time on the clock.
Oh, yeah, I was there.
On
it was
the
in
Down
Cushing.
syndrome kid.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
And
it was terrible. It was so bad.
Oh, I did the opposite. The person got
I'm telling you, it was terrible.
Little Jimmy. Leave little Jimmy alone.
I blew my whistle and went, how do I get out of this?
Sorry,
what do I do?
Whistle, that was a mistake.
I seriously, I apologized to everybody in the gym. I didn't know what to do, man. It was terrible.
I remember kid with that. I put him at the free throw line.
He was there.
Yeah. I put him on the free throw line, and he goes, I didn't fail him. I said, yeah, he did. Shut up. Go away.
I said, guys.
And the kid missed both of them. I said, oh, lane violation. Try again.
And Chris goes, guys, we're just get comfortable because we're shooting free throws until she makes one.
Yes.
Oh, you did?
All the lane violations.
Eight free throws later, she made one.
Made one. Mm-hmm. Got it done.
Chris Evans, always a giver.
Well,
Casey Porter, Phil Nichols can't seem to keep her foot.
All the people booing that Porter, I had to make everyone happy.
Chris called timeout and he goes, "Hey, see that guy from Bristow up there? He doesn't like you very much." I said, "Oh, you mean that guy?"
Keystone.
Yeah, he didn't like that. He didn't like that traveling call you a minute ago. I said, "Oh, okay. Well, he's really not going to like this next call then." I said, "See that guy sitting in the corner over there? I'm getting ready to throw him out." Next time the ball gets thrown in, when I get to half court, I'm blowing my whistle, I'm stopping the game, and I'm throwing that guy out. And blew the whistle, got to half court, blew the whistle again.
He's a feller, Phil.
Wow.
That's what I call
said,
country folks.
I said, hey, you right there, you need to leave. You've been thrown out of this game. And he goes, fine, I don't have to watch you referee this crappy basketball anyways.
All that happened in 3.4 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
It was the darndest thing. It was the gym where the three-point line in the corner was 6 inches from the wall in the sideline.
Yeah. That's not my worst officiating story, though.
Perkins? Agra, yes. They have a nice athletic bus. Inside joke.
$180,000 bus and 9 guys all with different colored hats get off.
Co-op hats.
Co-op.
You guys need to really know our audience, you know.
Hey, by the way, Tony Holt.
They all love that.
Tony Holt is the principal over there now.
Yes, he
does a great job.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Bearcats.
Yeah.
So that's 124 to 102 was your Oklahoma School of the Death over the Missouri School for the Death.
124 to 102.
Threw the entire section out.
You just threw it out there, didn't you? And just waited for me to.
Well, it didn't even hit the water, and you took it under, grabbed it, and
it was
went.
a top water bait. I just went and grabbed it.
So, hey, real quick, I want to forget about our friends over in Kingfisher and over in Perkins. Kingfisher will be playing Oklahoma Christian School OCS in Edmond. And Kingfisher wins that, they are the district champions. If they lose that, they are second place regardless. Kingfisher is hosting a first-round playoff game. And so we, the schedule, the stretch of the past few weeks of the schedule really benefit Kingfisher to get ready for this OCS game, and hopefully we'll see how the Jackets can pull that one off.
Did I tell you that this summer I got to meet Coach Myers' father, and it was just a happenstance meeting, and it was in Jet, Oklahoma.
Jeff Myers, the head coach at Kingfisher.
Great coach.
Yeah, we were eating lunch in Jet, Oklahoma, in their cafe there, and just struck up the conversation with the guy next to me, and little did he know he knew the Smiths, because the Smiths, Craig and Becky, live out there. Yeah. And then he got to talking about this and that, and I was like, man, you know your stuff when it comes to football. I said, what's your name? I mean, I'm sure I know. I've heard. And he goes, well, my last name's Myers, and my son's the football coach at Kingfisher. And man, he was a stud. He just nice guy. You could tell. I mean, you can tell that Coach Myers at Kingfisher was brought up the right way.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's a reason why Coach Jeff Myers at Kingfisher is such a good coach.
Usually, you find squared away people.
Yeah.
They usually had squared away parents.
Yep.
I mean, usually.
Yeah.
The other one, I want to throw out there, Perkins, the Tryon Demons. They will finish third. Their game is all for pride and get confidence, momentum going into the playoffs. They finished third. Jones is going to win their district, District 2. Prague will finish second in that district.
If I were to ask you to say one thing about Tryon, Oklahoma, what would it be?
There's a green and white sign. That's all I know.
Phil, do you have anything to add to Tryon, Oklahoma?
Chris thinks there's a green and white sign out near it. That's all I know. Of
course, I've refereed a basketball game in their old gym there, hasn't he? My Aunt Teresa worked there at the elementary school. But if you were to give people advice that were going to Tryon, Oklahoma, what would it be?
That's off of 177, right?
105.
I mean 105.
Yes.
And 177, right? At that.
Well, it's a little east of 177, 7 or 8 miles. Yeah. What advice would you give people going through Tryon, Oklahoma?
Don't speed.
Don't speed.
Yes.
Oh. Do not speed.
That's true. Several places.
Do not speed.
Yeah.
No, they are not even close to the king of speeding tickets. Nope.
Langston?
Nope. Piedmont.
Oh, no.
They all pale in comparison. You cannot convince me.
No, you're going to bow down as soon as you hear this one.
Well, are you thinking
you're
of
bow down.
Barlow?
Rush Springs.
No. Piedmont.
Gotten tickets in both of those places.
Coach Chappell got pulled over on the way back from Piedmont in a bus.
No,
he's going to kill me for saying that.
On the way to Piedmont.
On the way to Piedmont.
As I did that night.
And by the way, you think you got a ticket?
People.
You think you got a ticket?
No, not
Of course not.
And he didn't have his driver's license with him that night either, and he still didn't get a ticket.
We're in a situation where our lives depend on somebody talking you out of something. I want Chappie speaking for me.
Absolutely.
I'm just telling you right now.
Absolutely.
Chap, you're up. Go get him.
Oh, my gosh. Piedmont.
No, are we? Well, I'm gonna let you finish.
No, go right ahead.
No, what do you? Are we done with the districts, or what do we got?
Well, I mean, I got Douglas winning third in 3A2. I think they're going to take down Little Axe. So I think
Class A is going to come down to 4 teams.
John Marshall's going to win first in their district, 3A3. So
Anadarko will probably be second.
I don't. Yes, Anadarko is second. The Warriors. You didn't do any homework except for on Anadarko.
Yeah.
Phil did homework.
The purple jerseys.
Purple and yellow.
I didn't realize Wagner was so close to Tulsa. I mean, it's basically over there by Bixby. For some reason, I was always thinking that Wagner was down there by Broken Bow in that southern part of Oklahoma, but it's not. I mean, it's like 15 miles from Broken Arrow. I did not realize that.
Our very own Marcia Todd, I believe, has connections to Anadarko.
Yeah, to Anadarko?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that's correct.
Now, Phil, you had something on your mind you were really wanting to bring to the show, and you got my full right attention.
Well, I want to spend a little time talking about, from a big picture, what we witnessed last Friday at our playoff game as far as the situation.
What? Can we save that for next segment?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that. Let's take a time out here and get what's on Phil's mind after this. By the way, Crescent looking to go with an undefeated regular season record.
So is Afton.
And so
is Rejoice Christian.
So
is Oklahoma Christian Academy.
Crescent can have fun without Afton being thrown in the face. But the good news is for Crescent, if they were to go all the way to the finals, they wouldn't have to see Afton until the finals. But
Afton ended Cashin's season a year ago.
Crescent's going to try to go undefeated on the road in Morrison this week to try to go 10-0. So good luck to the Tigers. It'll be a tough one with Morrison. Cashin looks like they're going to hold off. Is going to come down with him and Pawnee for second and third. And
they play each other, don't they?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
And then obviously Morrison will finish fourth in that district.
Pawnee's had a good year, surprisingly. I did not think they would be as good as they were going to be this year.
Pawnee, what are they? Cashin 7-2, and they are at Pawnee. So Cashin at Pawnee to finish out the regular season.
That's the kind of program Cashin is. It feels like a down year for them.
Yeah,
that's 7-2.
And if they win, they're 8-2.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean they tend to do it right over there.
They do.
Pawnee 6-3. Terry Bennett Jr. says Forest Park in OKC up there with tickets, and that is up there. My father-in-law has Forest Park in Oklahoma City. They're known for tickets in Forest Park.
I'm going to tell you what my wife tells me.
They have a 5-by-5 foot section of the city, and they take advantage of that.
I'm going to tell you what my wife would tell me. Were you speeding?
Were you speeding?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, then it's not their fault.
All right. Phil comes through again.
I'm just saying.
I know. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, Phil has something on his mind. We got to hear. We got to get to that. We'll do that after this time out.
For the next segment?
I know. That's why it's going to be a short segment. This is the High School Huddle presented by Lexi Wealth Advisory Group.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6300. 6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Chick's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering. Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, LegacyWag.com, LegacyWagBenefits.com, and all the great stuff out there for consumers and business owners. So we invite
what
you
does
to go
WAG stand for?
Wealth Advisory Group. Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, LWAG.
So you advise wealthy people?
LWAG swag. Well, that's the plan. Yeah.
Or do you advise them and then they become wealthy? Is that what that means?
Well, that's even better.
Okay.
There's a lot of
they
stuff.
They stay wealthy. How's that?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Hey, World Series, didn't it start not too long ago? Game 7.
Game 7.
Oh, 7:20. Okay.
Who you got?
I got the Dodgers.
Dodgers?
My brain tells me the Dodgers.
In a bullpen.
Coach Bennett has been telling me for a month now that the Cosmic Stars have lined up to make sure that Houston will win it because of the hurricanes. You know, the year of 9/11.
Well, Los Angeles has riots and fires.
Well, you know, the year that of 9/11, the New York Giants won the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's.
And the Yankees got beat though, didn't they? I think the Yankees.
That's going to blow that whole theory right over there.
If the Yankees can't win,
Casey looks absolutely lost
right now. I don't know
who
won that year.
I think the Yankees.
It was 2001, so they were winning all of them back then.
Yeah.
The Jeter play was 2000 and.
No, Arizona Diamondbacks beat them.
Okay.
Kurt Schilling, and I just didn't mean to.
That was the Luis Gonzalez hit.
Yes.
When Tim McCarver just
Over
got
the
through
shortstop.
saying that he was getting ready to get that exact hit, and he did.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going Dodgers, Phil.
Houston.
Yep. And you said, what's your? You said you
I gotta go Dodgers.
got Dodgers. Yeah, I was
threw
making
last
sure.
night for Houston.
Verlander. Yep.
And
a must win.
Can I
nope.
retract that?
You're on the record there.
McCullers is throwing tonight.
Yeah. Hey, I hope everyone feels sorry for the Guthrie radio team, which is us, because last week we let's see here. Let me get my weeks right. Last week we drove to Woodward. This week we drive to Guyman. And next week, 99.4% chance we drive to Ardmore.
And week 6 we went to Lawton.
And then if we beat Ardmore, then we'll go to
God, I didn't even look that far yet.
East side.
East side.
Probably Pryor.
No, it won't be Pryor. It would be like
what's the farthest point we can go to?
Yes. And it is
Jay.
Yeah, but
Afton.
No worries. Terry Bennett's going to drive us safely to Guyman, and we're all going to be ready.
That's the rumor.
TBJ is?
That's the rumor. He's going to make us some ribs, and he's going to bring them along, and he's going to drive us down, and we're going to eat them as he's driving.
Because he's mocking me like he's not going.
All right, Phil. Hey, real quick, we got one more segment to go. But what's on your mind?
Well, I mean, this whole situation occurred last Friday in Woodward. I've thought a lot about that, with the kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for those that aren't aware, we had a young man that
from Woodward.
These are all Woodward players we're talking about here. That evidently there were some unsportsmanlike or personal fouls. I'm not for sure which, but he received 3 15-yard penalties of those types, either unsportsmanlike or personal fouls.
Perry people will be familiar with this because Coach Hickson was at Perry for a while. Now he's at Woodward.
The head coach.
Coach Hickson they have a team policy that if you get an unsportsmanlike, I'm going to assume it was probably all unsportsmanlike, but it could be another. But anyway, you have to push a sled so far.
Not a big deal.
No, not a big deal.
No.
It's a deterrent.
It's an absolute. It's a consequence for your action.
Yes, correct.
Like everything else.
In life, there's a consequence for your action. Well, the young man evidently said he wasn't going to do it, and coach said, "Well, if you don't do it, you're not going to play." And the kid said, "Well, it's going to be senior night," and evidently this young man was a senior. He said, "Well, I'm sorry, you either do it or you don't play." Kid said he wasn't going to do it.
That usually stops it right there. Okay,
right.
Well.
Usually, but evidently this kid stood his ground.
He sure did.
Something he will regret at some point in his life if he doesn't already. So the night of the game, we're in pregame warm-ups, and the head coach walks out and was talking to Coach Michoud because I think Coach and him go back somehow. Coach has been around. Hall of Fame, Rick Michoud. We're talking about Hall of Famer here in Guthrie. But said they had, was it 8 or 9 players?
8.
Walk in.
8 in total didn't play.
Yeah. Walked in but right before they're supposed to walk out to pregame and told the head coach that if you don't let the other kid play, we're not playing.
Which is even dumber.
Which trumps what the other kid did.
Exactly.
And, of course, the coach, thank the Lord, stood his ground and said, well, boys, I guess we're going to miss you tonight because you're not playing.
And the rest of the team celebrated.
And
and I know that because I've talked to several people in Woodward. I will not say their names, but the way that they put it is if you could imagine a non-significant part of your body, now a part that you kind of like to have, but it's not vital.
It's like a finger.
That has cancer.
Right.
And then you cut it off.
Right.
That's pretty much how they described losing those seniors.
And so what they did is they kept their uniforms on. They went through senior introductions, and then they went in the locker room or went home or whatever they did, and their team played pretty well without we're talking about a linebacker, a receiver, a running back. I mean,
all
they
of
weren't
them, secondary guys.
Yeah.
How embarrassed would you be if you were their father?
Well, evidently not very embarrassed because it sounds like, I don't know. My dad, I guess, is a lot different than their dad because my dad would have, it wouldn't have been good.
And I can tell you this. I'll say this.
But kudos to the coach.
Yes, kudos
I've seen
to the
it
coach.
with my own eyes now. They've had 2 different coaches in 2 different years, but the senior class this year, they were juniors last time I saw them on a baseball field. I have seen it with my own eyes. More than one of those Woodward would-be seniors now dropping F-bombs specifically at their head coach in the dugout and for everybody to see as loud as they could yell it. And I don't know if it was the same kids involved, but I would have to think it would be.
Well, town that size.
And so I've seen that before, and so that does not surprise me.
It's just it's a sad state of affairs. It's a sad state of affairs.
Woodward will not be sad to see that senior group go. I promise you that.
The coach,
they were very talented, but they just were knuckleheads.
Yeah,
it's just pathetic. I'm just telling you right now, and I realize I'm the old one here. I'm 51 years old. That thought would never have entered. If our coach told us you get a 15, you got to push a sled 100 yards if you get this, and you got 3, well, at practice you're going to push for 300.
And if you're
first of all,
and if you're his teammate and your buddy, and you feel you're mad about it, go do the sled with him and get it over with.
First of all, all my teammates would have been hacking on me, laughing at me.
Not only would you not have stood your ground like I'm not going to do that, you would have been apologizing because it hurt your team.
I mean, it's just, and I'm going to broad brush statement this, okay? And I'm really going to sound like an old guy now.
We're going to take a break after that.
It is disappointing the way I see many athletes today, how they conduct themselves and how they respond to coaches, to adults, and just their behavior.
To discipline all in all.
And now there's some great kids out there too. I'm not saying they're all that way. We have some great kids too. But unfortunately, the great kids really stick out now. Or fortunately, I guess. But it's sad state of affairs. We're even talking about that kind of crap.
Absolutely. Coach Hickson, great job.
Great job.
Great job, Coach.
Absolutely. All right, take our final timeout, come back, and put a bow on tonight's show. Again, week 10 of the high school football season, last week of the regular season. Already just like that. Timeout. This is the High School Huddle presented by Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. At Brown Engineering, our civil and environmental engineering services specialize in water systems for rural water districts and small communities in Oklahoma. Our architectural services specialize in civic and commercial architecture for small to medium-sized communities throughout the state. For engineering projects, call Phil Brown or Mike Brown. And for architectural projects, contact Jana Phillips at 405-372-4848. Brown Engineering, Architecture and Engineering. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
These tenders have always been my number one. Crispy, tasty, crazy delicious. They rule.
Celebrate Golden Chick's golden anniversary with Golden Tenders. Pick up the $6 3-tender deal today. 3 crispy hand-battered tenders, fries or mashed potatoes, a hot roll, gravy or sauce, and a 20-ounce drink. All for just $6.
50 years. You rock, Golden Chick.
Golden Chick.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
One of our fine sponsors on this program, we just heard their commercial. Golden Chick. Oh, by the way, Casey Porter, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans, Jordan are still our studio.
Where's Jordan from?
Mustang.
We figured that out. Okay.
Yeah, they'll have a lot to do in week 11.
She's a Broncho.
They'll be watching a lot of football in week 11.
They're not going to make the playoffs.
No, they got week 11 open. Golden Chick. I guess we had a celebrity in Guthrie today.
Yeah, the Pioneer Woman.
Have you ever heard of the Pioneer Woman?
No.
Me neither.
Just Google it. I can't even.
Anyway, Pioneer Woman was in Golden Chick today. Apparently, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
But we had a celebrity here in Guthrie today.
That's a big deal. She's quite a celebrity, actually.
So if she goes to Golden Chick, everybody should go to Golden Chick. Okay, Casey, have you changed your mind on the Bedlam score yet? What you have, 58-12?
Here we go.
No, she'll score a couple meaningless touchdowns.
He'll change his mind by Saturday. OSU will win by 2 touchdowns. No.
It'll be going the other way on that deal.
Baker Mayfield's never lost a true road game. Phil thinks Baker Mayfield's the 4th best quarterback in the Big 12.
I'm just stating the stats. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying statistically he's the fourth rated quarterback. I'm not saying he's the 4th best. I think he's the 2nd best quarterback in the Big 12.
Seriously, though, I just think it's a bad matchup for OSU.
Why is that? OU's stellar defense?
OU's offensive line is going to be very difficult for OSU to stop.
That's why I said OSU 52, OU 49.
I don't think you think it'd be that high scoring?
Oh, yeah.
OSU's offensive line is not strong enough to take advantage of a somewhat weak OU defensive line. I think OSU's going to try to force the run and end up in a lot of 3rd downs, and then Okoronkwo is going to get after Rudolph. That's been the recipe for about 100 years in this series.
Hey, you're an X's and O's guys, and we got a couple more minutes. When you watch OU and OSU, and we're going to take a timeout on high school for the last segment.
That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Oklahoma kids. Baker and Mason Rudolph, they never go downfield anymore. James Washington will get one in the first quarter, and they won't do it again until the 4th quarter, and both of them go for touchdowns. And then Baker Mayfield doesn't go to CD Lamb. But the new defense, I guess, is a rush 3 and drop 8 and play 2 guys deep. That's why they don't go downfield.
What has to happen is OSU's running backs need to be more explosive. Same with OU's. If you look at OU's running backs, they're good, but they don't have those chunk plays.
Just the leading rusher in the Big 12.
Because they have like twice as many carries as anybody else.
He's not very good.
OSU has.
He sucks.
OSU has ran the ball like 30 more times than Kansas State. Try that on for size. That's why he's a leading rusher. But anyways, if OSU wants to be able to throw the ball again deep, they're going to have to run the ball and run it explosively, that stretch play, instead of going for 5 or 6 yards at a time, get those safeties to come down and play downhill.
Were you surprised to see the Sooners at number 5?
No. You mean instead of 4 in front of Ohio State?
I thought they're going to be like 6. What, Phil?
No, they're a blue blood.
What do you think OU should have been around, Phil?
Oh, no, that
was good for OSU.
Leave them at 5. That's wonderful. I mean,
that's
they've been dominant
good for
all year.
OSU.
Huh?
That's good for OSU.
OU is ranked number 5, and they lost to Iowa frickin' State.
And they beat Ohio State.
That's fine. Game 1 or Game 2 of the year.
Iowa State's number 15 in the poll. Iowa State also beat TCU.
That's fine.
Iowa State's beat 2 teams in the top 5.
That's fine. I just think OU every year is so freaking overrated. It's ridiculous.
They're a blue blood. Blue bloods get the benefit of the doubt.
So overrated.
And I'll say this.
Every year.
I'll say this. OU has earned the right to be overrated.
Oh, I didn't know that each year. I thought each year we started over. I didn't know it was a continuum. That's interesting.
So you think OSU's going to win?
Yes, I think OSU's going to win. I mean,
what's the scenario?
What's your basis? You're acting like, well, we have the leading offense in the United States and all of college football.
Other than OU.
Other than OU.
OU's got the best player in college football.
Well, statistically, again, I know that's just based on results, but statistically, we have the leading passer in the NCAA. We have the leading total offense in the NCAA.
Who's had a better schedule?
And you guys act like OSU's the little school of the freaking blind. I mean, it's hilarious.
They are when they play OU.
It's hilarious to me. It's just funny. We act like that we don't have great players at Stillwater. I mean, it's comical. It's just funny to me. I mean, it is truly hilarious to me.
That's how it plays out
talks
every
about
year.
it. Well, what was the score last year?
It was a blowout.
What was the final score last year?
It was not a close game.
What was it?
I can't remember.
Last 2 years have not been close.
James Washington had one catch, and they went away from him. They
threw the ball deep 2 times, and they completed both of them, and that was the only 2 times they threw it deep. It was not close.
I'll simply say this. OU obviously has dominated the series, but if anybody thinks OSU is the same kind of team that lost 95% of those games over the history of this rivalry, you're not being honest about where the programs are right now.
Are they the same type of team that played the last 2 years?
You used to be able to go – no, I don't think they are. You used to be able to go down –
Is OU better?
If you watched – no, I don't think they are. If you go down and watch OU practice and then go watch Oklahoma State practice, you could visibly, physically see the difference in the kind of athletes that are walking around. That is not how it is anymore. Mason Rudolph is going to be a number 1 draft – going to be a first-round draft pick. Washington's going to be a top 3 probably round draft.
We also had a top round draft pick.
I mean, it's just
receiver.
It just cracks me up.
And a Heisman Trophy winner. And
we act like all longtime Cowboys and OU fans act exactly the same this week. They all think that OSU is going to find a way to lose.
Because they have.
Comical.
Because they have.
I understand that.
There's a reason why you feel like that.
You have a new team every year, Casey.
You don't have new coaches though.
Yeah, I know. Gundy sucks. He's only averaged 10 wins
he's a great
season.
coach. He's a tremendous coach.
He's terrible.
2-12 against OU.
He does not do well against OU. He underachieves massively against Oklahoma University.
I will tell you, I think there's an outstanding.
Would you agree with that, Chris?
I think there's an outstanding. Yes. I think it's an outstanding chance OSU wins this ball game.
Oh, I wouldn't disagree with that.
Well,
I think if
Casey's talking like they'll be lucky if they get out of the locker room.
You're talking like OU's going to get beat by 4 touchdowns.
No, I said 52-49.
If you could somehow brainwash everybody and call and put the same players on the field, instead of calling them Oklahoma University, call them Sam Houston State, I think OSU probably wins the game by about 10 points.
Okay.
But the fact that it's OU on the side of the helmet, it's in the head of everybody that runs that game.
And when you get out of here, that's exactly what Kirk Herbstreit said today.
Because it's true.
That's if they don't look at the logo on the side of the helmet and just play like they have been playing, like it's West Virginia or TCU.
When was the last time OSU beat OU at game day in town?
Sooners have won the last 4 times. That game day has been the Sooners have been the road team in the last 4 games, and they've won all 4.
Yes, correct. And they really hadn't been close.
I don't know who those 4 were. I just saw the stat earlier this week.
And if you think this is the most talented Oklahoma State team that's played OU, you're way wrong.
Who's more talented?
OSU's had way more talented teams than this.
When?
Well, I can name you the years when they had the Pettigrew and they had 2 corners that
they
both
were more
played.
talented than this team.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No doubt.
All right.
When you look at NFL players, both of their tackles were NFL guys.
Okie dokie.
Jordan, Mommy and Daddy are fighting. We need to get out of here.
Hey, I like it when Mommy and Daddy fight.
Rod Poplin.
But here's the deal: the whole Big 12 is not as talented as it was 10 years ago.
I agree with that.
Rod Poplin's watching on our Facebook Live, and he's got 2 pigs.
He's got what?
He's got 2 pigs.
Yeah.
You know what their name is?
Phil and Casey?
No.
Dang it.
Bacon and Pork Chop. Yeah, that's their name, Bacon and Pork Chop. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, Bedlam should be fun. And
that's the thing about those hogs, man. They're committed to that breakfast, aren't they?
Stay off of social media for
the
week.
Hey, now, real quick, my little cousin in Emporia, Kansas, Joel Williams, he's a heck of an athlete himself. He's got a son that's a great athlete up there in Emporia, Kansas right now. He just said if OSU loses, you need to make Phil wear a Gundy mullet. Joel will be talking at the next family reunion.
Hey, Phil,
buddy.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I know you do.
Right.
I know you do. But I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And I happen to think OSU's better than OU.
I just can't wait till the game's over so I can go back on social media. I hate Bedlam social media.
I think OSU is better than OU, and I think they will lose the game.
I understand that.
All right, that'll do it. That is the high school huddle. Believe it or not, we did talk high school sports. If you missed it, go to Guthrie News page, Facebook, watch the
Mustangs
replay.
not making the playoffs.
Mustangs not making it.
OU's going to beat OSU again.
Guthrie has to drive to Guyman.
Yeah, Afton and Crescent don't play till week 10.
Right.
Yeah. You don't want to go through, what was that play, that five-yard square in Oklahoma City? You'll get a ticket.
Forest Park.
Forest Park, yeah.
And Deer Creek's not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's happy time again!
and Phil works with wealthy people to keep them wealthy.
Except for in Deer Creek.
Yes.
LegacyWag.com, LegacyWagBenefits.com.
And the Dodgers are going to win it.
The Dodgers are going to win.
Houston.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you, Jordan, back in our studio for keeping us going in overtime tonight. We appreciate that. For Phil Nichols, Casey Porter, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you next week in the playoffs for the High School Huddle here on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
This has been the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 FM. Be sure to tune in next week as we break down more of the top games and news from across the state of Oklahoma.
Okay. All right. We are off the radio, so.
They blasted me for being so negative.
So, no.
Losing to Iowa State at home.
It was a bad loss. Okay.
Iowa State beat TCU, we beat OSU at home.
Okay, we're off the radio, but we're still on the social media. So.
What's wrong with that?
So you said 52-49.
I said 52-49. Yes. And then you came back and said you think we're going to kill. I didn't say that.
No. The way you were talking.
No.
The way you're talking, Baker Mayfield is the fourth best quarterback.
Oh my God! I simply said statistically he is the fourth ranked quarterback. I did not say the fourth best. I said the fourth ranked quarterback, and he is.
Ranked in what?
Overall yards for passing, all that stuff. I mean, if you can break it down, there's going to be different rankings by different categories, but
it's the highest completion percentage.
But what you can't argue with is the fact that Mason Rudolph is a great quarterback. Justice Hill is a very, very good running back.
He hasn't been lately.
I mean, he's good. He's not great.
I said a very, very good running back.
He's not very good.
Well, we got a guy that's not very good leading the Big 12.
Yeah, because he's carried the ball.
He averages almost 5 yards a carry. I mean, why do you make it sound like he averages 3.2 yards a carry?
He has, and against the teams that we've played.
Hey, you might as well put the headphones on and join the fun.
The first play last week, he busts one for 50-some yards. He gets hurt, comes back, and scores a big-time
50 yards.
And scores a big-time freaking touchdown late in the game when the game was getting close again. That guy's got more huevos than – I mean, I like the kid. I like the kid a lot.
I think he's a serviceable back.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, though, let's look at this real quick.
Then it says we're still on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's just worried about us.
Iowa State, they're number 15 in the poll.
Yeah, they're a good team. But you got to – I do agree.
Hey,
the Iowa State at home for OU is a bad loss.
But, I mean, if you're the committee, are you looking at bad losses or good wins?
Well, it depends evidently if you're an OSU fan, because OSU never looks at their good wins, but they always look at every
Well,
loss.
and the committee's
No,
that's why I was getting at it. That's why.
I'm saying years in general.
5-18 against the
Just
last
saying
23 ranked.
years in well, listen, that's fine. Mike Gundy's the best coach that's ever stepped foot on that campus.
Well,
There's not even close. Well, comparing to everybody that's ever coached there, I mean, who am I supposed to compare?
No, but you can't. That's not apples and apples though. He's had more. He's had a worse league.
So is OU's defense better or worse than they were last year? OU's. I mean, let's look at it from the other side.
Probably better.
How they have the worst defensive backfield probably in the country, for damn sure in the Big 12.
No, I don't know about that.
Oh my God.
They gave up 3 touchdowns at Tech. How many points did OSU give up to Tech?
Let's see these Big 12 football stats.
OU was capable of playing the way they did against Ohio State. OSU's not.
Do what? What'd you say?
Is OSU capable of going on the road and beating Ohio State?
Total offense, Oklahoma State's ranked number 1. Oklahoma's number. This is in the country. Total offense, Oklahoma State's 1. Oklahoma's 3.
No, Oklahoma's 1.
I'm sorry, Oklahoma's 1. That must have changed just last week because it was flipped last week.
586 to 569.
Yeah, and then rushing offense, team, passing offense. Oklahoma State's number 2 now. They were number 1. Oklahoma's number 3 by almost by 1 yard, right? So they're a push there. Team passing efficiency. Oklahoma's 1. Oklahoma State's 4. Scoring offense. Oklahoma State's 4. Total defense. Neither one of them are in there.
What's OU?
In what?
Scoring.
4 in the nation. OU's not in the top 5. Rushing defense. Neither one of them are in top 5.
That's not OSU been doing good lately.
Team passing efficiency defense, scoring defense.
Neither one of them up there?
Yeah, neither one of them are mentioned in any of these. Third down conversion percentage defense, neither one. Red zone offense, neither one.
OSU's one of the worst. OSU's like number 9 on touchdown conversion rate in the red zone in the Big 12.
First down offense, O State's 5. OU's not ranked. Now let me look at the Big 12 because I'm going to look specifically at the...
Go back up here. Were you wanting to hit the Big 12?
Yeah, I was just one off.
Yeah.
Because OSU's
I just saw statistics, right?
What did I do?
When you go to Big12sports.com.
Just take the Big 12 games. Because if you take
Justice Hill is averaging 5.5 yards a carry.
In the Big 12?
Yes. I mean, total for this, it's 8 games, 5.5 yards a carry.
The Big 12.
Well, Abdul Adams has 45 carries compared to 151.
Huh?
What's does it have per carry?
In the Big 12.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This I don't think they break it down by.
Because like Abdul Adams, who was injured,
45
so give him.
He averages 10 yards a carry.
Oh, there's 10 yards a carry.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is 5.5 yards a carry with 151 ats isn't very damn bad, boys.
But Abdul Adams and those guys didn't get to play against Tulsa and Pitt. They had to play against Ohio State. Okay. Just Big 12 games.
I don't know how to find that.
I'm getting there.
I don't know how to find that stat.
I think you'll be more underwhelmed than you think.
Well, Baker made passing average per game. Mayfield's. This is what I'm just telling you what I saw, and this is what I saw. Mayfield's ranked 4th in passing average per game. In passing, in total offense, Rudolph's number 1, Mayfield's number 3. In passing efficiency, Mayfield's number 1, Rudolph's number 2. Scoring.
Statistics, here we go.
Receptions. Receiving yards, Washington leads the Big 12. All-purpose yards, it's a Sims kid out of West Virginia, and then Washington's number 2, Hill's number 3. Oh, here we go. Big 12 Conference individual statistics.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
No, wait. I'm sorry. This is still just punting.
Rudolph. That's total offense. Rudolph's number 1 at 366. Mayfield's 3rd at 352.
Is that just conference games?
Yes. Through October 30th.
Yeah, so through this past weekend.
How many attempts does that have for Rudolph? How many carries does that have for Justice Hill?
Is this right? Oh, this is rushing, passing. You talking about passing case?
Yeah.
He has 276 pass attempts. Mayfield has 236, so he has plus 40 on.
How many games those you played? 8?
Yeah.
Haven't they both played 8?
I think they're both 7-1. All right, we're out.